Hello all. In this video, we are going to see how to run heart disease prediction code. So I already have a code in my document folder on heart disease. Here we have a code, the code with heart disease IPYNB file and then with GUI part also. Okay. So first I will show you how to run the IPYNB file and then next I will show you how to run the GUI part, that is graphical user interface. Okay, so first I am going to run the IPYNB file. For that purpose we need to open Jupyter Notebook. So click launch button after opening your Anaconda Navigator and select your Jupyter Notebook, and then it will be open in your default web browser. Here you need to move it to the particular path where you pasted your code. So here we have a analyzing part. So if you are opening this part, you will be have a analyzing of all the things with this dataset.csv file. Here you can see. So first we are importing the dataset. After reading the dataset, just checking whether it's readed or not. Then these are the attributes we are using. Then just checking the length and information of the each and every attribute column. Then display function to checking the statistical view, and then shape to check the rows and columns. Next one, EDA exploratory data analysis part. Here we are going to check whether the dataset in the balanced manner or imbalanced manner, and then just checking for categories of gender, and then here plotting for age, and here plotting for comparison between target and cholesterol value, and then here we are having another one graph, and then here we are having histogram graph, and then here density plot, and then here we have a correlation plot, and then here we are going to divide our dataset train and test splitting. Here this is the heat map, generally they will call it as a heat map. So here we are checking both target and both attributes, each and every attributes with the comparing with score. Then we are going to divide our dataset into two parts, train and test splitting. Here we are dividing our data and label column separately, and then just checking. After this, dividing our dataset into train and test, then we are importing a model 1 navy Bayes, and then for navy Bayes we are getting an accuracy score 85%, and we are seeing the confusion matrix of navy Bayes, and then random forest algorithm. For random forest algorithm we are getting 83% accuracy score, and this is the confusion matrix for random forest. And model 3 decision tree. So for decision tree we are getting 77%, and we are getting confusion matrix, and finally SVM. So we are comparing these all four model, and then finally we are getting a important accuracy score of navy Bayes. So we are going to use that navy Bayes for our GUI part. Okay, so now we are entering into the GUI part. So in GUI part I dumped the navy Bayes pickle file. That is, in this analyzing part we checked our each and every model's accuracy score. We are getting for navy Bayes only highest accuracy score. So using that navy Bayes model, we dumped as a one hard copy of navy Bayes, that is .pkl file. Generally it's a serialization process of our trained model. Okay, using this model only we are preparing to a GUI part. So here we have an index file, and index file is nothing but HTML file and CSS file, and here we are having a main file, that is app.py. You have to run this file. So here you can see I am reading the model.pickle file, and then I am rendering the HTML file of index.html file, and we need to give the input, and based on this pickle file we are going to predict our GUI part result. Okay, so how to run GUI part is, first of all you need to open your Anaconda Navigator and move to environment. Here we have a base root and new root. how to create a new environment separately. I am giving a link. You just watch that video and create your new environment. So here open terminal, and then first of all you need to change your file directory. Just to copy the path, open your terminal, cd space, paste it. Then after this you have to run the python app.py file. So here we are getting a link of that file. Copy the link and open your browser. Here you can paste the browser. So here we are getting a GUI part. So based on this GUI part, we can give the input and we can predict an output. Suppose if you are not getting this exactly exact HTML file, you can open in some other different web browser. You will get a correct output result. Okay. So thank you for watching.